on YouTube and all that. Niggas is watching you. If you ain't prepared mentally for this shit, it's two sides to this shit. A side that's for you and a side that's against you. If you not mentally prepared for this shit, then you might not want to play this game. Cause these niggas gonna chop this shit up and make this shit what the fuck they want to be. Straight up.
But Wack,
I'm just being real, bro. Like,
but
nigga, I
Wack,
can't tell Chuck what
well,
to make his fucking title. I was on a plane, nigga, from New York. By the time I landed, his title was there. Fucking shit ain't.
Why people tell me Hassan is in the chat? If Hassan's in the chat, I'll definitely invite him to talk to me. You know, is Hassan in the chat?
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Well,
Come
I
in the
tell you
room
what,
and address him.
I tell you what, Wack. The next time niggas set up a table, make sure Chuck there.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. You coming in, don't say nothing to the nigga who room it is. Like it's my room is the 100 show.
Nah,
That's
but your room that I listen to that they put all over YouTube, the way niggas was dragging me in your room, yeah, I had to press that nigga. I'm like, yo, damn, I thought I had a good time. It's like, what the fuck is all this about? Like, niggas pressed me. Ain't nobody pressed me. That was amazing to me.
Well, but that's this is the point though, bro. Hey, look, bro, like I said, if you ain't mentally ready for this, then nigga, you need to go get a job somewhere else 9 to 5. Cause they gonna say what they want to say. They gonna make it what they want to make it. Nigga, you gonna find yourself feeding everything they say, and you gonna be fucked up all day.
No, the problem was I couldn't understand that coming out of your mouth. I'm like, Wack my dude. Like, I was puzzled.
Hey, listen, all I said was I called every nigga out on any weird shit they said at that table. You, academic, anybody said some weird shit, nigga, I was, hold on. Fuck you mean. You called this nigga a king. I wasn't letting that ride. And I got real business with this man. Real. I got the most business at the table with the man. Over you or act. Nigga,
Yeah,
this
but see,
nigga ain't
you
no
didn't understand.
motherfucking king. You said cause of his money. Bro, his money does not make him a king. Those are his fucking fans. Period.
That boy, it's like, even
Don't
with me.
matter. He's not no king, bro. Those words should have never came out of your mouth.
Definitely
Nigga's an
ain't no
entertainer,
king in New York.
and he got fans, bro. Anytime a nigga says something.
By the way, and this is making me sound like, because I think these days you got to be like one side or the other. Like they always say, pick a side. They don't want you to just give like honest conversation. So I'm really trying to just be honest about this. So here's the difference of opinion. Like I've watched some certain videos of Hassan. The way Hassan talks, and he alluded, or he actually referred to the guys who were 6'9", he called them kings, or he couldn't call 6'9" a king, and he called the goons that 6'9" had a army. Now, I agree with Wack. I don't think neither of those is true. However, this is where I think, and this is what I'm trying to tell you, is stupid, because if you ever listen to how Hassan talks, and like you ever watch his video, bro, he's rapping half of the time. He's like saying some Fabulous or Jadakiss or Biggie quote or something like that. He's kind of charismatic, and the way he talks about people is I don't want to say it's not literal, but it's kind of like figurative in a sense. However, when you talk about somebody who's a king or an army, that's gonna be triggering for Wack, who comes from the West Coast. All this Pyru, this, that, and third. He's looking at it like, whoa, a king, army. He's going to have a problem with it. Now, we all have conversations with people where we don't agree with the wordage or the verbiage of everything. I'm just shocked how this turned into, fuck y'all. This is why I think sometimes Clubhouse, because you're on Clubhouse talking to a guy who you've talked to many times in private, but now you're talking to him and it's back and forth, and everybody's watching to see who's going to get sunned, who's going to get laughed at, who's going to get ridiculed. Just watch.
Weird. Nigga, I thought was weird. I called a nigga on it right there. That's it.
Yeah, but that comes with the territory. We supposed to do that.
Okay, so what the fuck is the problem? Like, I don't know what the fuck
no, because
the problem.
because it's the disrespect that was coming, like with the rooms. Like this clubhouse shit
Hey,
is
bro,
not my
that's what's
thing.
gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. They gonna all go your way. Bro, you come in there with that man, whatever that nigga name, Ish, Kiss, Dish, whoever this nigga is. I told you right there, bro, that's some weird shit. You got some niggas looking like Busters and Marks asking the nigga that told on him to help him out. Nigga, you was supposed to handle that. I told you
What?
right there, bro.
Listen, see,
You looking crazy, he looking crazy. Well, you don't ask no nigga, you
nah,
supposed to handle whatever you can handle.
Whack. Let me tell you something. We could have a debate. Put 100,000 on the table. I guarantee you, we have the people vote. I don't look.
Yeah, I gotta agree with what. Otherwise, he wouldn't have told on him, right?
What the
You just
fuck
don't
is
ask
this?
that.
Fuck with the dude, but because my people fuck with the dude.
By the way, chat, I'm trying to get Hassan on here. I'm trying to get him on here. Anyway, I kind of want to speed this up. They just start beefing, bro.
If you come playing with my life, I'm gonna defend myself. The way you be trying to make yourself look like, nigga, you was supposed to react to that.
Nah,
That's
see,
real.
hold up, see, that's the problem. Like the picture that you trying to paint of me. Yeah, one thing
Nah,
about it,
you painted you, bro. You, not me.
that's
I
the
don't know
picture.
you well enough to paint a picture of you.
Listen, at the end of the day, not Takashi or anybody in that room disrespected me. Everybody, we all spoke our
When
minds
that
as
nigga
men.
said, fuck that nigga, I ain't got nothing for him, disrespect was handed out, bro.
When he said fuck that nigga, I had to respect or not respect how he felt about him.
All right, bro. That's
say
what I'm saying. Take some
Hassan.
off that tough shit you be acting like, bro, and just say, hey, bro, I'm
Listen.
just tough for me. I'm not
Hassan.
this overall shit I be trying to front like I am,
Listen,
bro.
Hey,
at the
Hassan,
end of the day,
didn't you say Wack should have asked you about the shit you was talking about him
at,
again?
at the end of the day, nigga, I don't need you to speak
I
for me.
did
I can
ask
speak
him
for
about
myself.
why he didn't do nothing to the nigga who molested you. I did ask you that. Oh, Paru, I did.
He said he wanted you to ask him about the shit he was talking about you in game.
I said clearly.
I don't know. Hey, bro, Hassan, respectfully, I
Address it,
don't watch
Hassan.
you, bro. If I would have seen you said something about me, oh, bro, nigga, fuck the show. It would have went on when I saw you, bro. Also, whatever you said, I'm telling you, I've never, bro, whatever come up on Instagram is what I see. I've never been to your channel. I don't know the name of your channel. I don't watch you. On the dead homies, I've never went to it. So if you said something about me in game, you should have said, Wack, what's up with that shit with you in game? Because I ain't never seen it, my nigga. You
Listen,
ain't on
man,
my radar, my nigga. On some real shit.
listen, at the end of the day, man.
That's busted shit. If
At the
you
end of the
said
day,
something disrespectful about me, bro, because
at the
you
end of the
damn
day,
sure I'm asking.
So this is where it goes left. So it goes from the interview, right? Basically, like Wack was saying, yo, everything I've said about you online in terms of my demeanor in that room was true. I asked you about certain stuff. You didn't get mad. You just fucking answered it like whatever. Then somebody whispers to Wack like, yo, he used to talk shit about you before. Why didn't he address that with you? And it goes left. This is where it really goes left. It's not about the interview.
You a question, my nigga.
at the end of the day,
Did you disrespect me, bro? Because I ain't heard it, my nigga.
Hold on. First of all,
Bro,
Did you
answer the
say something
question,
about
bro.
me disrespectful?
Hold up. We don't need no third party. So
Come on, bro, because I don't know nothing about
Hold on.
this shit.
Everybody, one mic. Let Wack and
I don't
Hassan
know
cook.
nothing about this shit, bro. Did you say something
Like
about
I
me
said,
disrespectful, bro?
in the past, I made videos about everybody at that table, and I said,
By the way, just to be clear, yeah, Hassan's made videos about me. Here's the thing, I'm just a content dude, bro. Like, I just didn't give a fuck. Like, you know, the mere fact me and him had a conversation before, whatever he said about me in the past, he clearly don't, like, it's not affecting anything for him to have a conversation with me, so I'm not gonna, yo, why'd you say that about me? I understand the whole come up of YouTube, this and third. Shit. Yo, what have I said about Birdman? And I just had a fucking interview with Birdman. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, you don't know somebody, you're making wild assumptions. Now, granted, if, you know, Hassan should probably admit that, yo, hey, some of the stuff I thought or said was wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's, I think someone said that he called Wack and the game like some like booty bandit brothers or something. I don't know, whatever the case is. Which obviously, if you just made something up or you're just assuming and you've said it about somebody or you have a nickname that you might be saying about somebody, then you get to know them and you still don't feel that way, you should either address it with the person or you should just apologize. You know what I mean? That's just what it is.
Clear as day. If anybody felt any type of way, I didn't know what I was coming out there for. Niggas could have addressed me. Here's the reality of it is, at me
Why
in
you
that
didn't
room,
put it on the table?
me sitting in the room, with
Bust the
all of
shit,
us,
dog. All
me
right, dog.
sitting,
All right.
me
So
sitting
you
in the
saying
room,
you said something
me,
disrespectful about me
me
and Gang?
sitting,
What you saying?
me sitting. I did topics on you in game. Point blank.
Okay,
Period.
well, I don't know nothing about it. Hey, yo, bro, I know you think you big, but look, no disrespect, bro. I only did this podcast shit because Reek and the little homies, Wack, let's get it going. So I wasn't no bitch ass nigga because I'm already doing everything I'm doing and I'm straight and said, I don't fuck that, I don't need that. All right, little niggas, y'all want me to do this, I'm gonna do this shit, get it going. But y'all pay attention because y'all gonna have to man it eventually. I can't stand that seat. Bro, you in a world that don't even mean nothing to me, bro. So I don't watch you, bro. I don't, none of that shit, bro. I don't know nothing about you, bro. But I didn't learn the most about you on Clubhouse, bro. So if you said something about me in game, you should have said it to me in my face, bro.
Me,
Okay.
Fuck out of here, bro. Ain't no
went
nigga
to
come to me talking about Wack. Hassan. First time I ever heard your name was, hey, yo, Wack come to the room because he finna have a conversation with dude mama. Who mama? Duck. Nigga, I don't know no motherfucking Duck. Man, Wack, just pull up. That's the first time, nigga, I interacted with you, bro. I don't know nothing about you, bro. You ain't, bro.
listen,
As
man.
big as you think you are, you not, bro. I'm somewhere else. I've been getting money with this shit 2 decades, bro. Like,
Wack,
so what you trying to do? Like, I'm
what,
just being real, bro. You not on
listen,
my radar, bro.
what, listen,
But if
Wack,
you
what I,
said something
listen,
about me, you
listen,
should
what,
have said it while I was
listen,
there. Like I said it when you was there.
listen, at the end of the day, man,
What you
I
say
can't,
about me though, homie? I really want to know now.
honestly speaking, I don't even remember what the fuck I
Oh,
said. I
So
gotta go
why
back and
bring
watch
it
my
up?
videos.
Nah, Hassan, you remember, you just brought it up, my nigga. You brought
come
it
on,
up. Be
bro.
a
I
real
don't know,
nigga now,
bro. Cause
my nigga.
now
Be a
Listen,
real
first
Damn,
of
bro,
all,
nigga.
listen,
you like on some real shit.
hold up.
You
I'm
was
not
saying a
talking,
whole lot.
what I'm not gonna do, I'm not talking to
nah,
1,000
bro.
niggas.
This shit
Some of you
crazy,
other
the
niggas ain't,
motherfucker now, bro.
Hold
some
on.
of you other
Everybody
niggas,
chill. Let Hassan and Wack talk.
some of you other niggas, we ain't even
Hey,
having a
my
conversation.
bad, Gotti.
Yeah,
At the
I
end of
don't.
the,
Matter of fact, let me
at the
Google
end,
this
at the
shit,
end of the
bro.
day, at the end of the day,
Fuck the nigga say about.
whatever I said, whatever I said, the
Nah,
bottom
bro.
line, whatever I said, the bottom line to it is, I made videos about
Hassan.
all of you niggas I was.
Truth be told, I think Hassan should have, repeated himself there. Like you're getting questioned directly on what you said, and I think he didn't want to say what he said, honestly. Which, again, I thought Wack knew. Like, I don't know. Like, listen, Hassan is like me, bro. Like, we've talked about everybody in the industry, bro. And at a time, we've probably said something that's crazy, especially if you didn't know him. You know what I mean? And you're going to either have somebody who'd be like, yo, hey, the mere fact that I'm down to be in the same room with you, I don't care. Or if you cared, you're going to be thinking it's some on-site type of stuff. I don't know.
I was at the table when I came and sat down with
Hey,
you niggas.
bro,
That's the
don't. Hey,
bottom line to it.
Hassan, you a little nigga, bro, in this shit, bro. Ain't nobody paying you no attention like that, bro. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I don't even watch Akademiks podcast. I watch Akademiks Instagram.
Somebody said I'm scared away. No, not at all. Like I'm gonna get to the leak footage. I think the leak footage is very interesting. Like the little leak audio shit.
I don't fucking go to niggas' YouTube channels, bro.
Listen, at the end of the day, man, I'm not going to
End of
even
the
sit up
day,
here.
nigga, yeah, all right.
I'm not going to even sit up here and go back and forth. Your world is your world. My
Nah, ain't no
world is my
back and
world.
forth, bro. I'm asking you what the fuck you said disrespectful about me and my brother, my niggas. What I'm asking, my nigga.
Nigga, go pull the video up.
Cause blood, we
Go
could have
watch it.
got down up in that
Wack.
spot. We could have got a fair
Go
one or
watch the
whatever
video.
was gonna be. Rat pack, bang out, nigga. Everybody was like that, nigga. So
Yeah,
it
we
wasn't.
was.
It wasn't
All of
about
us.
nothing.
But
But you know
Wack,
what you did? Yo, Wack, meet my mans. My mans take a picture. Yo, Wack, everything was cool, but you done said some disrespectful shit. And now I feel like a buster because I done stood on the side of the nigga not knowing, bro. Because it would have it wouldn't even been a podcast.
Wax,
Because
stop
me and you
lying.
got there first. We'd have got down, blood on Pyro. It'd have been a fade, dog.
Nigga, you would have been coughing up blood.
That's cool, but it would have been a fade.
I don't know. Hey, Wack was by himself. What's his name? Had a couple people on him. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Hassan says he wants to get on. Maybe I gotta do it the ghetto way. Crap, I hate doing it this way. Fuck. All right. I'm gonna just call him, see if this will work.
Yo.
Hassan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was actually trying to hit the link right now.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Try to get on the link. That'll work better. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You're in. All right. Let's talk on there. Yo, Hassan, you can hear me? You might have to unmute. Okay. We got Hassan Campbell in the building. As soon as he unmutes. I see you, though. I see you. Hold on. Here we go. Hey, Hassan, speak if you can hear me.
Trying to work on the speaker now.
Okay. All right. I think we got. All right. Yeah, let me know when you can hear me well because I can hear you.
I got that.
Say again?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, bet. So, Hassan, I'm gonna be honest. First and foremost, I'm actually I'm saddened that it went this way. I don't know if you planned for it to go this way.
Amani, I'm live.
I'm saddened that everything went this way because I think we all had a great conversation. Everybody was, again, everybody had their own position, own platform, own opinion, and we all try to get it in. Of course, it's a lot of voices, and we are all loud. But we did the podcast, and I felt like everything was good because everybody left, and everybody left in peace. Where did all this stuff go left, my brother?
All right, so somebody sent me a link on Clubhouse prior to the one that we listening to right now, and Wack was talking to the people in Clubhouse, and he was telling them that, I pressed that nigga. I pressed that nigga. And I was like, yeah, nigga, you got fucked in your ass. And I'm like, hold up. That nigga wasn't talking to me like that when we was face to face. He had gave me 1,000 hugs and we had good conversation. So how you get on Clubhouse and start telling niggas you was disrespecting me? So that's the vibe. When we left, after it was all over, he was talking about helping me start my clothing line. I thought we all had a good time. He gets to Clubhouse and he telling dudes that he was pressing me. And then when he sat up there and said, yeah, nigga, I said, you got fucked in the ass. I said, yo, you didn't say that to me. And see, one thing about Wack, Wack is a liar and a manipulator because before we started the podcast, and it's on camera, we had a conversation about what he did to Gilly and Wallow. And he was like, yeah, I got to ask you. He asked me ahead of time, could I ask you about the Bambaataa thing? And I said, yeah. So when he gets to Clubhouse, he making it seem like he was just violating me and pressing me. But when you look at all the footage behind the scenes, and you was there, so I don't have to tell you, this nigga was my best friend. So how you get to Clubhouse and start telling nigga, yeah, I said that nigga got fucked in his ass and he ain't do nothing. Like, what? Yeah. Like, first and foremost, man, my whole thing is like this. As far as the conversation, it didn't go the way that I wanted to go because he kept cutting off and intervening in everything I was saying. But at the same time, I understand this is debate. So that wasn't the problem. My frustration came from, I felt like the conversation was just immature. You see what I'm saying? No, but I understand.
I think that's where you and him start to differ, right? Because you're right. Honestly, I seen y'all having good conversation before everything started. I think once the conversation started, and I was trying to read the energy a little bit, And maybe I think in his interpretation, once you started because I ain't gonna lie, your opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, you were like, yo, hey, listen, 6ix9ine, I seen you go down a route. My job here is to try to see if we could make sure you don't go down the same route, and especially don't bring other kids down that same route with you. And you were coming at it that angle, and I don't know if that's the moment that Wack is just like, man, this nigga's just talking bullshit. Like, the dude's a rapper, let him do what a rapper does in terms of, I don't know, getting attention, whatever the case is, you know what I mean? And I think in Wack's mind, he was throwing shots subliminally. I didn't think it was aggressive, but I think he was looking at it like, nah, he was shutting you down.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. Here's what it was. When you sat up there and you said in the hallway, when you sat at the table, you said it a few times. You even said Hassan Campbell you said he's the wild card.
I said that, you're right.
Then you said Hassan is going to be the greatest YouTuber ever. Now, while we sitting at the table, right? We sitting at the table, he's starting to read them young boys' energy. I transformed the energy in the whole room, and they started talking about they not thugs anymore, they grown men, and they started speaking positive. He didn't like the glow that I had in the room because I outshined him. Wack in his ego feels like he's bigger than me, but right now he has a podcast. I mean, he has a YouTube page. I have a YouTube page. Video for video, I would kill him, even with celebrity guests on there, because when nobody wants to hear Wack talk by himself, or with Rika, whatever his name is, he can't fuck with me. So his ego is starting to kick in, even though he's sitting up there talking about nobody knows you. When I came to Clubhouse and came into that room with FBG Duck Mother, they sent for me. He sent for me. He knew who I was. Wack forgot that he said that we was going to do a podcast together, me and him. And we had a lot of conversations. Wack just didn't realize that everybody that Wack talks about, he talks about them so bad and so greasy. I never trusted him. Not even a bit of them.
Wait. Yo, what do you mean though? Because we then get like some leaked footage or like leaked audio, whatever, and I don't know, like everything. Like this is my honest outlook from it, right? I look at Wack and I say this. I'm like, well, Wack, you see, I'm not a street dude, right? So like, if Wack went on Clubhouse and was like, man, yo, we had Akademiks in there like shook, I might say like, yo, that's not true, but I'm not gonna be like, yo, Wack, fuck you, you get me? But that's just my demeanor. Now, I think what he said when it came to you obviously triggers you to be like, yo, bro, that's just not, what happened, because I didn't feel that way. But how did it get from there to the leaked audio, and why did you feel you have to put that out? Because now that's the big subject of conversation.
Because what you got to understand is, when this dude is sitting up there and he's telling people on the internet that he pressed me, like, first and foremost, the dudes that I had with me, the ones you seen inside the room, it was at least about 9 of us in the room. There was another 10 outside, because I move smart. I understand the streets. So now when you understand...
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me stop you right there. I want to ask you, because I noticed it was different how you pulled up this time than when you pulled up when you first came to do an interview with just me. You were with another individual, and I don't know if I give off that energy to anyone that like, yo, Ak is going to be like, whatever. But like, you obviously weren't lacking or you weren't whatever, but like you were, it was less people. You didn't bring, you brought way more people this time. What was your thoughts going into the interview that you thought you needed to bring those people with you?
First of all, you got to understand something, right? Like I said, when you listen to the conversation that I leaked, this dude basically blackmailed and extorted everybody. He like he said, he was squeezing. He was extorting everybody from his own words.
Wait, hold on. So I'm glad you mentioned that. So this is what a lot of people from Cali, and by the way, I've talked to Wack about this too. This squeeze word, apparently California dudes, when they use the word squeeze, it doesn't necessarily means, don't necessarily means extort. Usually, this is what they've told me, and you can react to it. They said, yo, we use squeeze to basically use, okay, hey, you do this, then I could do this. That's not extortion. That's like, hey, listen, yo, put him on your platform because I'm gonna do this for you. That's like a favor for a favor type of thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, how do you get somebody to do something they might not want to do? Hey, I'm gonna give you another favor, so I'm squeezing you on this because I need. I don't know. Again, I'm just trying to be fair.
Let me tell you something, right?
Go ahead.
When you listen to this nigga talking about how he blackmailed De La Hoya, how he blackmailed him, squeezed him, he used the same word. When he talk about how he set him up.
What's the De La Hoya thing? I didn't hear that audio.
Yeah, where he said, like, when we talk about how he set him up, when he talking about how he had the footage over Nipsey, like, he's not sitting up there talking nice. The nigga is the foulest. Like, everybody that he speak about, did you hear about what he said about Big U?
All right, hold on. The Big U thing, we're gonna get into in a second. I'm gonna be honest, and this is me being 100% honest. I've been on the phone call with Wack. Wack told me the same thing about Nipsey. Now, again, obviously I didn't record it, but what he told me is that, hey, listen, there's some footage that exists of some very interesting stuff happening with Nipsey, right? And he said, yo, people think I hate him, but I'm protecting that from coming out. I don't, like, again, maybe you're reading between the lines, but I didn't look at that like he has the footage or he's threatening or he's getting paid to not release it. And I think that's what, because the Nipsey name is attached to it. And by the way, obviously, because I heard that conversation in a private setting, and now I can reveal it because, it's already out. But like, I heard that in a private setting, I would never, ever say, repeat it. Did you feel like you were kind of like breaking, like, I don't know, some real nigga oath or at least like, confidentiality, just by even putting that conversation out?
What I feel like Nipsey is crying out through the grave. You ain't here. See, you got to understand something, right? You didn't hear, I still got more. And when you listen to Wack in his own words, you'll understand that he's the most filthiest nigga on this earth. And see, that Thursday, when I went into his clubhouse, he muted me and talked sarcastic. And I'm like, yo, he ain't never had this energy. Me and Wack talk on the phone. Like, yeah, nigga, he muted me, blocked me out of his clubhouse, and said, I'll see you Friday. So I said, that's real funny. If you remember, I got the footage. The first thing I said to him when I walked in, I pressed him. I asked him, I said, yo, Wack, why you muted me out of that clubhouse? He played stupid, like, I didn't do that. I said, yes, you did. You spoke directly to me and said, nigga, I'll see you Friday. And he played dumb. So that right there let me know that his intentions wasn't right. So I already felt some type of way about, like, understand something. Him and Big U is the most creepiest, foulest niggas on this earth.
Wait, why you say that?
Why I said that? Listen to the audio. Do you understand, Act? Do you understand right now that everybody in Cali is saying that he cannot step foot in certain neighborhoods? It is, yo, everybody's predicting. I even got a phone call saying TMZ, which I didn't offer. Somebody tried to play a middleman. I wasn't trying to sell it. TMZ said we don't even want it because they said in 3 months somebody gonna be dead because of that footage. Really? In 3 months somebody gonna be dead is what TMZ just said.
Wait, hold on. All right, let's just imagine that's true. Don't you kind of feel like a little guilt? Because put it like this, you see, now people are questioning Nipsey's sexuality. And for better or for worse, even with Wack saying whatever, he said it to you privately, but now it's public. And now, even if people want to believe it or not believe it, it's now a thing that's staining his legacy because you released that tape.
Well, it's like this, right? They were blackmailing Nip. No matter how you look at it, they was blackmailing him, and even through death, Wack is running around. He's dragging that man. He's a piece of, yo. No, you see, one thing people are not gonna do is flip the switch because I defeated him at his own game and make me look like I'm foul because I recorded the devil. Wack is a blackmailer. He is an extortionist. Them niggas is putting the pressure on. Like that shit he did to Gillian Wallow was foul. All the way foul. Everybody that Wack
What do you mean?
with,
What do you mean the Gilly and Wallow? Like
why would he go on you want a podcast? Why would you tell the world? People like Gilly and respect him. Why would you tell millions of people that Gilly got punched in his face by Beanie and ran? Then I would have never did that to Gilly. I made videos about you in the past based off of the Chirac stuff because I didn't even know who you was and how big you was until I started finding out about King Von and FBG Duck and looking at certain situations. Then I was like, oh, okay, Akademiks. I didn't know who you was. Then I seen Hassan trying to dish you. So that's when I learned who you was. But it was like, yo.
Hold on. Yo, I'm going to be honest. You know what I've realized? I don't know. I think we have different perspective of this because, like, I look at that and, like, if you mention, right, like, if right now, right, say somebody, like, try to beat me up, right, while we're at the podcast, and if you mention it now, I don't know, I think I just, you know, and this is respectfully, I think we just have different perspective because, like, me, I wouldn't care. Like, you know what I mean? So I looked at because I was at that podcast when he mentioned the thing about Gilly. And I was looking at like, yo, I think Wack's just trying to get good content. But I ain't gonna lie, Gilly was a little upset. Gilly was, I've never seen Gilly like that before. And I guess to your perspective on it, maybe when you look at it like that, it's foul because that's not content. That's more like you're putting out something to disrespect somebody, right?
My whole thing, listen, my whole thing is like this, right? When he sat up there, he said out of his mouth, that's why Bam fucked you in the ass, which Bam never did. That never happened. But he violated me, nevertheless. When he said what he said out of his mouth, the gloves came off. There's no respect no more. You see what I'm saying? I would have never leaked those. I would have never let that audio out on him if he didn't disrespect me like that in my face. Like how he talking about he would have said it on me in that room. If he would have swung on me in that room, he would have died. Anybody that knows me knows if he would have swung, he would have died in that room. And that's the bottom line to that. Wack play all he wants to, but Wack, no. I got audio with Wack sitting up there saying, yo, I know you official. K-Slay told me you official. That nigga talk bad about everybody behind their back. Wait till you hear oh, that's right. He got the lawyers coming at me right now because he don't want y'all to hear what he had to say about everybody else. Wack100 is nobody's friend. The dude is the devil. And bottom line to it is, that shit that he was doing to Nipsey Hussle is going to cost him. He know that for now on, he better stay on the outskirts of town because somebody ain't gonna like what he did. That dude is foul. He telling everybody that Nipsey Hussle was actually an informant. He was a rat. Oh, wait for the rest of the audio. Nipsey was a rat. That's what he's trying to say. Nipsey was a rat.
Let me ask you a question because I talked to Wack about this, right? And Wack said, this is where your information isn't correct or all the way correct. He said the alleged video of whatever sexual stuff was going on only came out after Nipsey died, so it's impossible anybody could have used that to try to blackmail or extort Nipsey because Nipsey was dead already.
Play his words, word for word what he said. This is why everybody is disgusted and nobody's dealing with him. He's a manipulator. Play his words. Don't let him try to manipulate you. What he said was Nipsey was, yo, first of all, you it's the tapes. Then you got to understand, like he said, him and Big U was scheming on getting 30% of Nipsey Hussle's estate. The nigga said so much foul shit, you're leaving shit out. You can't justify all of that in that audio. It's over for Wack. As far as the podcast goes, ain't nobody going to sit down with Wack no more. His career's over with. Nobody's going to trust him after what he just did and what he said out of his own mouth. He can't clean that up. I would love to hear what Big U have to say when he hear how Wack100 had me on a phone conversation on a three-way while he was, and then got off the phone. Like, matter of fact, the funny part about it is he called me back because when he got on the phone with Big U, after a while, I hung the phone up.
Wait, he called Big U out. Hold on. By the way, Big U did kind of respond. He put up a message and he said, I'm in the month of Ramadan. I'm not dealing with COINTELPRO. And he says, can't save what don't need to be saved. And I don't know what that means. That seemed very ominous. I don't know.
Listen, the obvious is that that until the day Nipsey died, them niggas was putting pressure on him. They made his life a living hell. And anybody that say they love Nipsey, that rock with Big U or Wack, is not loyal to Nipsey. They're not a real true Nipsey fan. Them dudes is foul. So he can sit up there and say, oh, Nipsey gave me an award. Man, Nipsey was scared to death of them dudes, man. Nipsey brother pulled a gun out on Big U. You don't do that to your friends. He backed out a gun out on him. Big U bragged about how he went to Nipsey's studio and took the equipment out of the studio. Nipsey Hussle is dead. Shitty Cuz did not just kill Nipsey Hussle. That was a hit. Not only was it a hit, when you listen to the audio that I got, please, man, he already had, it was premeditated. After the dude hit, after he killed Nipsey Hussle, he went straight to the mental hospital because it was already planned.
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe that there was any part of the recorded conversation? Because I listened to some of the parts already, and it feels like Wack is buttering you up in terms of, like, you know, you just meet somebody trying to get to, like, he's telling you certain shit to make you feel like, oh, shit, you're the guy. You know what I mean? So he's like, yo, this was really going on. So you could kind of bite into that, and then you could trust him more. I'm not saying.
That's what made the nigga stupid. Where I come from, we call that snakes. What he did, he's a dangerous nigga. He's a filthy nigga. I don't trust. Like, bottom line to it is, see, you don't have a. I realize, Act, that you don't have a street brain, but if you pay attention to what's going on the internet, it's over for Wack. Everybody is the streets. Yo, that's why everybody calling me the heavyweight champ right now. Like, yeah, you brought the East Coast back. That's how everybody feel. Nobody is filming Wack. They're dragging him in Clubhouse. He can't justify them audios. Yo, my Patreon is on fire.
Yo, I think he said it was Big U that wanted that 30% stuff. He said he told Big U no. And by the way, go ahead.
At the end of the day, them dudes are greasy. Greasy. And it ain't no justifying the level of foulness. It's like, come on, man. How am I going to come in your house and steal money out of your safe and then try to justify, oh, I just wanted to look good on camera. I was going to take it to my house, do a video with it, and bring it back, but I just didn't tell you. Get your hand out of my pocket. Come on, man. Them niggas is greasy.
Are you like, because I'm going to keep it real with you, some of the names and the things you've mentioned and probably brought to light, are you worried about your safety?
The day that I was born.
Because by the way, I'll tell you this. I've heard a lot of industry stuff. Anytime it comes to Nipsey, first of all, people already thought we had this beef, which we actually talked about it before he died, but I just stay out of it. You know what? Because again, Nipsey at this point is a martyr. He is someone who is mythicized in hip hop culture where the story has been written. There is no extra shit that niggas really want to know. So if you come with that information, you are going against the legend, and you're probably somebody who's going to be blamed for tarnishing the legacy, which could have a lot of ramifications. There's some people who probably be like, yeah, we don't like Wack for what he said, but we don't like you neither because you leaked it. That can put you in jeopardy.
See, the real niggas in the street, they all hitting me up, and they don't feel that way. That's master manipulation. See, the problem is that there's so much energy around me right now. I got so much shine on me right now that certain niggas are getting jealous. Oh, wow, he recorded a conversation. Shut the hell up. I recorded the conversation for Nipsey fans so they can hear what the hell was going on with Nipsey, and people love me for it. From the East to the West Coast. You got bloggers that's jealous because the reality of it is this shit that we did with us, with this podcast, was dope and it was big. But the aftermath with me and Wack is through the roof. And this is legend. This is going to go down in history.
Yeah, the podcast is having legs essentially, to be honest, because now this is a different storyline. This is like the sequel almost turned into bigger than the original.
Yeah, it is. And see, the thing about it is also, there's probably like about 1,000 podcasters that's eating off of the situation with us at the table, and even more of the aftermath. So it got even bigger.
Absolutely.
And now here's where the jealousy comes in. Nobody wants to see Hassan Campbell on top. I am the underdog. I'm doing everything by myself from a cell phone. I am the underdog. No laptop, no nothing. Everything from a cell phone. And dudes don't understand how I got this far. And now, even still, it's like millions of people are watching and actually see, like, yo, is this really going on? I'm on the phone. I've been on the phone with celebrities on a daily basis. Never have I recorded anybody else's conversation. I recorded 3 conversations for my personal reason because I knew I was dealing with snakes. And Wack was the biggest one out of all of them. I recorded a conversation that I had with another dude that's like kind of like gangster only because if he went up on the end, he said, yo, I pressed that nigga like Wack did. I was going to say, nah, this is how the conversation went. I never leaked the conversation, and I'm not going to say who, because that brother ain't never went out there and told people, yo, I had to check that nigga, this, that. So if he ever did, the conversation is going to say, no, this is what really happened. Outside of that, I don't record conversations. Yeah, that's not my style. But I knew Wack was the devil. And see, the bottom line to it is, it's like, yo, the nigga admitted to extorting Oscar De La Hoya, a great champion boxer, who relied on them dudes to get him, you know, some people, girls, dudes, whatever he like. He dressing up in negligees and shit like that in women's attire, and they extorted him. Nipsey Hussle extorted him. Everybody, yo, it's a long list. I'm not even giving out the list of everybody that he squeezed in, he's disrespecting. It's like, yo, Nipsey been dead. He died a horrible death. Why is Wack100 still running around dragging and just destroying that man's name? Why is he destroying his legacy? Where's the hate and the jealousy coming from where he hate him so much that he won't let him rest in peace? Why people ain't asking that question?
Well, I'll definitely clear up this. And again, you know, this is up to anybody who's listening for them to either believe me or not. Whatever, maybe you're right. This word squeeze could mean a lot of different things. I can tell you this is the 100% full transparent view of me and Wack's relationship. We've never exchanged any money. But I think we do see there's certain benefits. By the way, there was at a time, the first time I ever talked to Wack, there was a situation with the Migos when I was with Joe Budden, and people were calling around, blah, blah. Wack called. It was like, yo, listen, they mad at Joe Budden. Where's your position on this? I know you're not a street dude. I'm like, nah, I'm not into that type of stuff. Anyway, Wack has always reached out when it comes to other situations like that. And also, I have given him like advice or like, you know, like extending the platform to like if he has an artist in terms of, and I don't know if people want to consider that a squeeze. Maybe that's a squeeze. But
listen, man, like I said, Wack100 out of his own mouth was extorting Oscar De La Hoya. You sitting up there and you telling me that I don't think.
Do you think he's extorting for money? Like I'm trying to get the nature of the extortion.
He was blackmailing him. He was blackmailing him with sex tapes and pictures. The same way he was blackmailing Nipsey Hussle with sex tapes and pictures. This is out of his own mouth. I got recordings. I got him on tape. The nigga's foul. He's foul. Wack100 is the type of nigga get you out of town. You ain't got no shorty with you. You want to get with a. He lined you up with a shorty, and then they got you on tape. Shorty beat a, and this is allegedly. I'm just giving you like some of the shit that he admitted to. You don't even know you in a room with hitting cameras and shit like that. And now there's footage all over the place. This is what he does. Wack is not a friend of anybody. He did it to De La Hoya. He did it to Nipsey Hussle. How you get sex tapes on De La Hoya and Nipsey Hussle?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Hassan.
Hold up. Yeah. Act one more for you. See, this is why the internet is going crazy. Why is it that Wack100 was the one that got the tape? Wack100 got the sex tape of Kanye West. How did you get Kanye West sex tape? Oh, you got it from Ray J. Right. So you went and got the sex tape from Ray J. Why? So you could extort money out of Kanye West. And then Kanye West brought the tape back. I got to say allegedly. You see what I'm saying? So now you got to understand something. You extorting niggas. How you got sex? So now you got Kanye West's sex tape, or rather Ray J and Kim Kardashian sex tapes. You got that. You got De La Hoya sex tape, and you got Nipsey Hussle sex tape. How do you explain that? He's the devil.
Is there a way where you and Wack could like, because again, I think here's what I fear, right? I've been in this industry and I've been privy to certain stuff, but I know when certain things could hurt other people that it's not intended to hurt. And I think where you're at right now is that you have a lot of maybe inside knowledge or information. And granted, you want to out Wack, but there's going to be a lot of blowback and there's going to be a lot of, collateral damage in the sense of when you mention that tape with Nipsey Hussle, the particular baby mama in question is now under fire because people are asking her questions. You get me? When you mention some of these other things, people are going to go to that and be like, well, we heard it from this. Again, would you want to get to the point with Wack where, because I feel like you're using all this just to weaponize against Wack, how could y'all settle it without this? Unless your goal is to just expose it all.
Listen, my whole thing is, Wack violated me. All Wack had to do was call me on the phone and say, yo, man, because Hocus tried to squash it, right? I told Wack I ain't got no beef with him. Wack want to be disrespectful. Let's get disrespectful. And see, my whole thing is, Wack is a clown. But, nigga, instead of handling it in the streets, he talking about going to court. Oh, I'm going to court. So now the gangster going to court, you bitch ass nigga, that's a bitch move. Now you going to court. That's a bitch move. As far as it going to the street act, I don't know if anybody told you about me.
Whoa,
everybody.
No. I don't want it to go to the street. I'm just saying, I felt like if you and Wack, because I seen y'all demeanor in person. You get me? And I don't know how y'all were on the phone, but I think I've always said this. You see, Clubhouse is a place where it entices somebody to talk shit. So you then hear Wack basically giving his side, and of course he's a little hyped up, and then you're like, oh, yo, this thing is talking like he pressed me. So now I got to go in there. Y'all start getting an argument. People hyping it up. Y'all start basically throwing around the Frank stand, and then you know what happens? You get to a point where you're like, man, fuck it. Since he thought he had the one up on me, the gloves are off, I'm dropping and I'm going to expose this guy. You get what I mean?
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, like I said, the nigga disrespected me. I would have never let the audio out without his permission because we was both supposed to be doing a podcast or whatever the case may be. So, for legal purposes, I'm saying that's why I was recording them because we were supposed to be doing a podcast together. But I would have never released it because I think that he looks really, really bad. He was really, really shiesty. Business is business.
Yeah.
I showed the devil love, but I fed him with a long spoon because I knew we couldn't be trusted. When we were sitting together with each other, we did business. It felt good. We all smiled together. He had to make it look like he was the man. He was pressing me like dogs. Even though I'm not a street nigga no more, I'm a family man. I still got street ways and I still got that respect that comes along with it. And I'm not going to let nobody disrespect me. And see, the one thing, like I said, I'm glad that you made it clear. Wack did not disrespect me or press me face to face. The nigga was giving me hugs and had pretty teeth. He had pretty teeth. He kept smiling.
Well, I think the disagreement with that is I think he's saying that he said certain stuff, which I watched later. Like he was saying little comments, and I think he said I was just, well, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Would you be down to have a conversation with him?
When he went to Clubhouse, not the one that you listened to, there was one prior to that. They had like 2 rooms. The nigga was sitting up there telling people, he put the pressure on me. He was talking to me, telling me, yeah, nigga, you got fucked in your butt. The nigga did not talk to me like that. No man will ever say some shit like that in front of my face and not get stabbed dead in your neck. Nobody.
Would you have a conversation with him?
I'm willing to have a conversation with him.
Wack hit me. He want to come in here and talk.
No, we talk face to face. I don't want to talk on the air.
Okay.
I want to talk face to face because I'm not really with the yelling back and forth shit. That's clown shit to me. Wack wins in an argument because he's a master manipulator that likes to yell. When Wack want to talk to me, we can meet face to face and have a conversation. So that way, when he decide that he want to get loud and he got some shit he want to get off his chest, Wack ain't the only nigga that get busy. Wack got a whole lot more to lose than me. I ain't scared of nobody. So whenever he want to meet up face to face, we could pull up face to face. And if he really feel like he got that much that he want to get off his chest, may the best man win. One of us won't go home. It's life or death. That's it.
If it's possible, and I know you said face to face because I just think that's gonna lead to somewhere else.
Well, you know what? Disrespect. I told Wack we could get in the ring and fight. Because if we meet in the street to get it on, somebody's going to end up dying. I already know that.
And again, it's up to you.
And Wack got a crew and I got a crew. He got a crew and I got a crew. It's just that simple. He got niggas and I got niggas, and it's just that simple. And the bottom line to it is, if we meet up outside of the ring, 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be about 5 or 6 bodies on the floor, maybe more than that.
We're not trying to have that, Hassan. That's what I'm trying to say. Hold on,
we already know that. And bottom line to it is,
if we could have an orderly conversation in here where there's no yelling over each other, because I get what you're saying, because I listen to Wack on Clubhouse. He definitely overtalk people. If it's an orderly conversation where you speak, he speaks, nobody cuts each other off. Because we don't want this to be violent. And also, Hassan, you're about, one thing I did like about how your approach was in that room, you were trying to talk about those kids' futures, and there's a lot of people watching you, and that's why I think some people might think it's mixed messages, because a lot of what I hear you say is that you don't want to send them down the same route, but now you're still saying, yo, listen, we could go to that extreme, which I think your whole message is kind of like hoping that they don't get there.
Well, I'll tell you like this. Once he sat up there and told me that he thought it was funny that a grown man that molested me could fuck me in my ass, which I was never fucked in the ass by nobody. When he told me that, it's nothing really to talk about unless you gonna apologize, nigga. Outside of that, I don't want to talk to that nigga unless we gonna meet up behind the scenes. I don't want to talk on the air with that nigga about nothing, because the reality of it is, like, he got my phone number. He feel like he want to meet up and do whatever he want to do. We do it like that. Because when I told him, fuck it, let's fight. Let's get that bag. Let's get in the ring and fight. He said, I'm not putting no money in your pocket. So now you talk about taking me to court. Take me, nigga. With all the energy and with all the shit that I got, I'll start I got YouTube pages. I won't even use them. I start a whole new one and show you just how I could build a whole new one. I ain't nothing to talk about. Bottom line to it is, man. See, the one thing I will say to Wack, I really, really, really wanted to do business with him, clothing lines and all the rest of that. I really feel like me and Wack probably could have made at least $10 million probably in 6 months. There's a lot of things that I'm getting ready to do. And me and Wack been talking about that. It was still on the table. So it's like, I'm not going to have nobody disrespecting me. I'd rather die than have a nigga just disrespecting me. I don't live with disrespect. I got kids looking at me. I got a wife looking at me. I refuse to let a man just disrespect me. See, talking shit on the internet is cool. But when he was in my face, we was debating friendly. Even if he took little jabs, that was cool. Because when he said that was some buster ass shit, he didn't call me a buster. He said that was some hoe ass shit. But what did I call him? I called him a house nigga, right?
Yeah.
He ain't swing when I called him a house nigga. You got the tapes. But it was all in love. I'm not going to front like I was trying to punk him. It was us exchanging the same energy. He gets off the internet. He wants to front. Wack, if you would have threw a punch at me inside that room, you wouldn't have had to wait for my niggas to get through the door. I would have went up under my shirt and lifted you. I would have lifted you. Your soul would have levitated. Stop playing with me, man. I'm not that. K-Slay told you, and I got the audio of that too. Yo, K-Slay told me about your Wack, man. I'm not that nigga. I'm not running. I'm not ducking. I'm not hiding from nobody. The only thing your punk ass gonna do is, like you said, go get the lawyers. You supposed to be a thug, and you going to get the lawyers. You some bitch.
But Hassan, we got to look towards trying to, getting this kind of like. This can't be a war, you know what I mean? And I get your perspective from it, but I feel like you and him could sell y'all issues without everybody's business being in the open. You know what I mean?
But he's the one that took it to everybody. I thought me and this nigga was cool. Yo, me and Tekashi spoke to each other right before Wack did this bullshit. We on the phone We talking about we getting ready for the next one. We gonna do 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I already know I'm still fucking with Ak. I'm still coming through to see Ak. Tekashi talking about he gonna pull up again. 3, 4, 5 is gonna be mad more times. You know what I mean? Well, we gonna do it or whatever the case, and that's cool because it's dope. I had no intentions on beefing with Wack. I just knew that Wack was a dangerous snake, and I know I gotta be careful with him. He's a snake. He is a snake. And West Coast niggas feel like they don't have to respect East Coast niggas. This is why the whole East Coast right now crown me the motherfucking king, because ain't nobody ever checkmate that nigga like that. Everybody else scared of this nigga. I'm not scared of him.
And by the way, Wack did hit me, and Wack said, yo, he's not telling the truth. He said, man, I did not ever tell this man that I'm going to court. That is not what I'm gonna do.
Talking about he gonna knock my channel down. Like, the fuck out of here with that punk ass shit. He gonna take my channel. Like, gotta take it, nigga. I would never put the courts on you. Wack is a stupid nigga because he looked at me like the smallest nigga in the room, but he didn't realize that you spoke life into me when you said Hassan Campbell was going to be the greatest YouTuber. Look at me now. Do you see how the internet is going crazy over me?
Hassan, when you left that day, so and this is a question because I watched it over again. Did you feel any, because I didn't feel any type of way about anything that was said. I was telling people, I'm like, yo, there's a part on the thing where like somebody grabs the mic out of my hand and I look at them like, this is good content. I don't give a fuck. Did you feel any type of way of either being played? Like there's a moment where you were mentioning the whole Africa Bambaataa thing, and I seen people laughing, and I don't know if that got you upset.
Yo, Ak, listen to me. I'm gonna say it again. I thought I had one of the best times of my life, so I couldn't understand why he left and he was so disrespectful. When we was leaving, see, you were so drunk, you don't even remember.
Nah, and I was drunk, I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, I got footage of you. We was clowning around. Yo, Wack gave me about 50 hugs before I left. So I couldn't understand the nigga going to Clubhouse disrespecting me. I got all this footage. You know what? I'm milking this footage. I'm putting up piece by piece by piece. I never intended on beefing with Wack. I would have never put that footage out. I never intended. Wack told me, we gonna get your clothing line started ASAP. That was his last words to me. Why the fuck would I want to beef with a nigga that I wanted to do business with? He's a stupid nigga because he looking at me like, all right, Tekashi, that's the cash cow. Act the cash cow. Nigga, I'm up and coming. I am the people's champ,
hold on, though.
Niggas like it or not.
Hassan, so you mentioned like, you know, extorting and like blackmail and all that stuff, right? But could somebody say the mere fact that you had this audio, you always were gonna have the leg up to possibly do that to Wack?
Akademiks, now let me answer your question.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga just told me that he blackmailed De La Hoya, he blackmailed Nipsey Hussle, and then at the same time, he sat up there and he blackmailed, allegedly, Kanye West, that sex tape with Ray J and Kim Kardashian.
Wait.
So you thought that I was going to do?
Did he say he blackmailed these people? Like,
he
what was
told
the terminology?
Me he extorted the shit out of them. I got it on tape. Nigga, listen to the tape.
He used the word extort because he said he was saving.
The nigga told me dollar amount what he got out of De La Hoya for his sex tape, how he set him up, the whole story. Ask him. Wack is a man of his word, right? Ask the nigga. Tell him to bet me $500,000 right now that I don't have those tapes. He know I got them. And he didn't say that. You think you're going to talk that dirty about people and I'm going to trust you? See, I know with contracts, a nigga can't get around me because we got contracts. You take money, okay. We deal with things a certain type of way with contracts. But that nigga was sitting up there blackmailing everybody in fucking California and Hollywood. And then you think that I wasn't going to beat him at his own game? That's a dumb nigga. First of all, he got to understand something, right? A devilish nigga can't understand the minds of a righteous man. That's why when I was sitting in that room and I was speaking life into those kids, he was speaking death. I was speaking life into them, telling them that they kings and they soldiers and warriors. He's sitting up there talking about, no, nigga, you an entertainer.
Wait, hold on.
Listen.
Do you regret that, though?
I want to teach you something, okay, right? I want to teach you something. When you somebody that pray, somebody that fasts, somebody that meditates, you on a different plane
with somebody that's money hungry and greedy. There's a moral compass that you have that they don't have. That's why he didn't look at them niggas as if, okay, you the next generation. That's why he stopped me like, nah, F that about that white man shit. I never said nothing about the white man. I told them young brothers that y'all killing each other because y'all looking at each other's eyes throughout the eyes of the enemy. So now I'm getting deep. Wack can't compete with me on a spiritual plane or on the legacy of a Malcolm X or even a Nipsey Hussle. He can't understand that plane, so he had to go against that in a devilish way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's unfortunate it got to this point, and you know, I feel like, you know, just being fair to Wack, you know, because he's texting me. He said, yo, he's not telling the truth. He said,
all right, listen, the audio will tell it. Now, I'll do him a favor. If he want to hit me up behind the scenes and he want to call it a truce, I won't put nothing else out. And I'll delete it from this point, because the reality of it is we could call it a truce. But if he want to sit up there and lie, stay tuned. Go to my Patreon, patreon.com, Hassan Campbell, and listen to the rest.